Yo, what's going on, guys? So today I want to talk about your rules. Now, you obviously have some conscious rules, like I don't kiss on the first date, I don't do this, I don't do that. And those are conscious rules that you've put in place based upon what your standards are or what keeps you safe. You also have subconscious rules that you decided at some point about what things mean or what's going to keep you safe, what's going to keep you from having to experience pain, what's going to get you to receive acceptance or love, those external validations that you've needed up until now. But you also have these other subconscious rules, and these are your rules for happiness or emotions that you want to feel, and your rules for not feeling great, for feeling the emotions that are less desirable. But what's crazy is that up until now, you've made it more difficult to be happy than you have for you to feel crappy, to feel shitty, to feel in a way that you don't like feeling. So think about it. What are your rules for happiness? What are your rules for feeling a way that is desirable to you? I would imagine they're really difficult. All of these things have to go in order. All of these things have to be in place. The stars have to align. All the planets have to align in order for you to be happy. And that's why you've only had, up until now, small gaps of happiness and feeling good when everything was going in your favor. And inversely then, what are your rules for feeling shitty, for feeling disconnected, for being depressed, for feeling anxious? All those feelings that you don't want to feel, what are your rules for that? Probably, I would assume that anything can happen. Anything can go wrong, or a number of things just aren't in place, and it's possible for you to feel that. And maybe you don't want to feel those things, so you've done things to medicate yourself or prevent yourself or numb yourself from having to feel those things. You've looked for external validation. You use drugs and alcohol. You become addicted to sugar, to food, to people. It's all very possible. So, if you want to live an amazing life where you have a baseline of happiness, of joy, of bliss, of all those emotions that you want to feel that are connected to the purpose. And remember, your purpose is the emotions that you are meant to feel, that you are meant to create and experience in the world and also share with other people. That's what your purpose is. So how do we make it easier for you to feel these emotions? How do we make it easier for you to feel great, to feel happy, to feel bliss, to feel joy? And make it tougher for you to feel shitty. So we change our rules. We decide that our rules for being happy and feeling good must be easier to meet than our rules for feeling shitty. We must flip these. So my rules for being happy are I simply have to remember that I'm connected to a source that is in control of the entire universe. Or I simply have to find appreciation for the present moment. Or I just have to remember who I am. Those are my rules for being happy. Those are my rules for feeling bliss, free, any of the emotions that are important to me, joy and freedom. And for me to feel shitty, I have to completely forget who I am. I have to completely forget that I am connected to and I am from the source of all. I am from the Creator. I have to forget that I have all this power to assign meaning to my life, to create the life that I desire, to determine what things mean in my life, to choose my perspective, to impact and influence the energy and focus that I have in my life, and completely be disconnected from my purpose. All of that has to happen in order for me to feel shitty for an extended period of time. Now think about that. One is really easy. So it's really easy now for me to be happy. It's really easy for me to feel freedom and bliss and joy and all those things because I understand that all I have to do is acknowledge what my power is and create it in the present moment and choose that feeling. And in order for me to feel shitty, basically the world has to end. And not just my interpretation of something as the world ending. Like everything has to go bad and I have to completely forget all of those things. So if you want happiness in your life, you have to be willing to examine what your rules are for happiness, what your rules are for feeling shitty. Identify how you've made it difficult to be happy, to be free, to be blissful. And really easy to feel shitty about yourself. Really easy to feel shitty about your circumstances, to feel anxiety, to feel depressed. And we have to flip those. We have to change our rules. And we reinforce them every day. And we look at any obstacles that are preventing us from doing so. And the more we practice this, the more we affirm it, the more familiar our positive rules become, and the less familiar our old rules that kept us unhappy, feeling unsafe, feeling unsupported, feeling unloved, feeling like we're not enough. The more those lose their power. So my greatest wish for you is to take what you've learned today, implement it, work through it, have the courage to go into those places and really examine yourself. And if you need a coach, get a coach. Get somebody who can help you see all this, help you make sense of it all. I want you to go there and create the life that you desire and deserve. Move through all those blocks. Flip everything upside down. It seems difficult, but it's really simple when you do it. And with each step, it becomes more familiar. And then once your subconscious programming, we are consciously going in and we are replacing that. So that the simple rules for happiness now become our operating baseline and become our subconscious operating state. And I promise you, if you will do this, if you will invest in yourself, it will change your life. As you flip these things upside down, it will flip your life upside down and will make it amazing. And you will see bliss and joy in moments that you didn't before. You will see other moments where things would have fallen apart, or you would have gotten depressed or sad or felt shitty about yourself. And it just doesn't happen anymore because you fully own and exercise your power to choose the state that you want to live in, which should be a beautiful state, and to create the emotions that you want to feel and live on purpose. So I love you guys. Talk to you soon. Bye.